Britney Spears is trending again, as she took her first commercial flight in over 20 years over the weekend. The singer was seen smoking cigarettes, drinking vodka out the bottle, and twerking mid-flight. Reports state that it's against the law for passengers to be removed if they have an addiction. However, Britney would not admit she had a problem.
Is it an addiction?
Is it an addiction? No, I don't think I think it's an addiction. I think it does put me, like, it makes me happy.
I feel so small.
Welcome back. Tonight we got toenail terabytes, petrified pizza toppings, and other creepy videos smiling around the world. So kick back, grab your snacks, and let's go.
Is there something to this, or is it all just a coordinated distraction? Along with the video, News Nation also interviewed Jake Barber, a decorated U.S. Air Force veteran who was contracted by the DoD as a helicopter pilot for crash retrieval. And he reveals that some of his retrievals were definitely not of human origin. He admits that he was sent on helicopter retrievals of unknown objects that he would extract and transport with a long rope, missions that took place at night, and mentions on one particular extraction as he looked down at the object he was carrying through his night vision lens, he saw, and I quote, an egg. A white egg with no visible propulsion system, which is exactly what we see in both of the videos, confirmed by the one manning the helicopter. And bro looks shell-shocked revealing these claims, saying he felt possessed by some ethereal energy during this job, and that shortly after, he and his colleagues got really sick, lost all of his hair, and his skin started to peel. Even developed heart problems he's never had before, so Stanford immunologist Gary Nolan took a look at his health diagnostics, insisting he's never seen anything like what Barber and his team experienced, even suggesting the sickness may not be of earthly origin. Jake's claims are also backed up by testimonies from many other of his fellow veterans, like Don Paul, another decorated Special Forces operator who worked with Jake Barber and confirms everything he's saying. Now, along with the egg UAP, the original whistleblower thread reveals that a coffin-like stasis pod was also recovered from the cave in Antarctica, which he says he has pics of and, well, he delivered. According to him, this pod they found had a humanoid being inside that was kept alive without the use of cryogenics. They brought it up to a lab, and very quickly the being awoke from its stasis sleep pod and started interacting with the humans. It was very tall, around 8 feet, with blue eyes, pale skin, white long hair, and a very human-like face, while at the same time looking very non-human. This, in ufology, would be what we call the Nordic aliens, or the tall whites. It proved to be very intelligent, learning English and German in less than a week, and was able to speak directly to the scientists, and can also communicate with select humans telepathically, which you would hear as your voice in your own head, like giving yourself a monologue. The being explained to the team that he was born here 700 years ago, and that his people saved humans from a creator race who engineered us to serve them millions of years ago, which is pretty much exactly what the ancient Sumerian Anunnaki myth is about, which the alien said humanity passed that story down from that very real event.
I literally just went to get a f***ing pizza. There's a f***ing lash in my pizza, bro. What the?
Hey, I would never knock nobody's hustle, unless you're doing hair on your lunch break in the back of Little Caesars.
Okay, we're doing the CE5 contact tones, crop circle tones, and we got a light in the bushes. We're back. Sick show is so back. Look at it peeking. You seeing it through the bushes? Yeah. Just staying in the bushes, you got him there? You want to zoom in on that playboy? It's so creepy. Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay.
Dude, this is what I'm telling you. Come on.
Can this dude hold his camera still, bro? It's just irritating me.
Are facts that'll blow your mind.
bolt of lightning can reach up to 53,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Researchers found by flossing your teeth, you're actually helping to improve your memory. Jack Daniel, the inventor of Jack Daniel's whiskey, died from kicking a safe with his foot. This caused his toe to break, which ended up getting infected, which ultimately led to his death. And finally, Dwayne Johnson holds the world record for the most selfies taken in 3 minutes with 105.
So this morning I got stalked by a coyote. Keep your eye on the background, and then what happens in a few seconds.
Here's some coyote advice you never asked for from a man who's never had to deal with them. Anyway, y'all know hazing? No, not the college thing. No. Hazing is putting the fear of God in a wild animal to factory reset its behavior. Here's an example. Basically, you want to give him PTSD so he doesn't come close to anything human. Basically, your goal is to have him racially profiling anything on 2 legs. Jokes aside, coyotes are naturally afraid of us. It's when they lose that fear that the trench puppy becomes a problem. And nothing does that faster than when people feed one, even without realizing it. That goes for any animal. But if you bully them on sight, you help them relearn the price of effing around.
The lesson for today's class is wolves have feelings too, so never insult them, cyber or otherwise.
She's got a bony ass, and fat thighs, and bad skin.
Brandweer gekomen omdat er een duif of een meeuw hangt, maar aan een draadje of zo. Maar hij zweeft in de lucht. Hij leeft nog. Ja. Wat is dit, joh?
Just got a lot worse after watching this video. Even starting from the sock, having toe lice is diabolical. Insect colonies nibbling on your feet or growing from your feet has to be studied. And you know the little black gook that be under your toenails? Yeah, let's see what that looks like under the microscope. I always had a phobia of people putting their corns on me, no cap. But as he goes in a microscope, you start to see the toe butter. But one thing about the toe butter is it's moving. It's alive. Like moving and multiply. Is that a bug? So we have insects that live inside of the toe butter. And they be thinking I be over-exaggerating when people be putting their corns on me. And I be telling them I might boil them. Yep, so somebody put their corns on me, I just might crash.
Apparently, this week is all about whales, because this is part 47 of some of the most horrifying submechanophobia things I've ever seen, and this is another submerged whale. Joy! This little guy is at Europa Park, which is in Germany, and it's on a dark ride where you go through and it is poking its head up and going back down, and poking its head up. I'm going to show you the video here in just a moment, but it's horrific, and it's a blue whale. It's obviously not life-sized blue whale, but it is still terrifying. So you go by in this little boat, and as you can see, there it is under the water, half submerged, and it bobs up and down. Stop it! I need people that make whale submechanophobia to just stop. Please just stop. For me and all of my friends who also have this phobia, just stop.
I'm sorry, but if you bold enough to travel down this dark, steamy tunnel with them things, you deserve to fall in there with them.
I'm alive!
So I'm not entirely sure what is going on here. So the only real explanation is probably those drones everybody's seeing. Like, what else could have possibly made this happen? It's gotta be drones, right? Like, what could make a perfect circle in the ice and just sitting here spinning?
3 meals a day is keeping you stuck in your lower 3 energy centers, trapping your body in survival mode. It's important that we fast. When we fast, our body starts to eat itself and kill all the bad cells. If you have issues with your body, listen up. If you cut your finger, your body heals it and produces a scab. If we keep picking the scab, it will never heal. Your body's issue is not healing because it's fighting off the toxins that you place in it every single day. Instead of fighting the problem with your body, it's fighting off the poison you keep placing in it. If you avoid unnatural food, the body will then start to fight off the problem that's already in it. This is why fasting is important. Our digestion uses a lot of energy. Fasting allows the energy used for digestion to be redirected to fight off the problem. Human body is made with self-regenerating technology. It's the most advanced piece of technology on the earth. If you want to heal fast, cut out all the unnatural GMO foods and go on an alkaline diet. P.S. This is not health advice. This is what I do personally.
Winds, this is an outflow from storms to the north, and they're not here. They're actually about 15 miles north, heading this way.
What in the ever-living fuck is that? I'm not even sure what it is.
Whole thing, ain't no telling what kind of freaky stuff she's doing to that frog at night. But this does remind me of an episode of My Strange Addiction.
Hey, you got him!
Yeah, I guess I did.
Wow, good hands. She's not the one.
Japan is building a lift through which humans will be able to go to space. Japan is going to start the work on this lift by the year 2025. Scientists have told the length of this lift to be 90,000 kilometers, which, along with humans, will also carry their essential goods into space. This space lift will cost about $7 billion, as the world's strongest cable will be used for its construction, and it can easily lift a weight of 20 tons. What do you think about this lift? If you like such videos, then join the Space the Know.
What if I told you some celebrities don't age? They reset, like they figured out how to hit a hard rewind on their biological clock. You'll see them 1 year looking their age like everyone else, wrinkles, thinning, tired eyes, and then they vanish for a little while. No new roles, no interviews, nothing. But when they return, they look like the younger version of themselves just walked out of a time machine. You think it's skincare? Maybe a little filler. Come on, the elites. Their skincare routine involves more than just serums and moisturizer. Let's talk theory number 1. There's been a long-running whisper about a certain rejuvenation practice, something involving youthful inner liquids. Not supplements, not stem cells. We're talking about something far more bioactive. And there's a rumor, wild but persistent, that whatever's inside those youthful inner liquids is connected to a popular web browser. Coincidence? Theory 2. Some people believe it's not even the same person, that once a celebrity has expired, gotten too old, too tired, too worn, they just get replaced.
Like, this is the annoying thing about that Amazon tariff thing, right? Is that they're going, hey, things are more expensive because of these tariffs, so we're going to show this tariff price so you don't think it's us. Okay. Well, you never posted like the cost of making the good for you and then what you charge.
No, that's that. Now you're talking. Now. Because they're not going to tell you that it costs $3 to make in China.
Exactly. So it's like, that's why on some level I get the Trump administration be like, nah, don't do that. You were making this, you were charging 300% more for this item, and now that they're the tariffs, you want to blame it on us? You guys were gouging like a before. Stop using this as an excuse.
It's not that Amazon was gouging. It's just that these corporations here in America are gouging. You go to these other countries, you get shit made for $2, $3, and come over here and sell it to us for $100.
They did that with the bags. Remember when China came out, the beginning of the tariffs, where all these luxury goods, right? Where they told us that they were hand sewn inside, mom and pop factories in France. And then China was like, no, they're sewn by machines over here in China. And then we're sending them around. You're just charging $5,000 for a bag.
The Balenciagas, the Chanels, the Stuffies.
Well, these tariffs are going to either make us or break us. But at least by the end of it, every country will know at least one American song.
Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see?
I'm going to go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes.
A la verga, cayó un ovni, plebe, cayó un ovni. A la verga, ¿dónde está? Allá arriba, güey. Platillo voladora. Un platillo volador, cadera. Ahí va Sebastián a verlo. Allá, bueno. Va por acá, güey. Dale, pues se cayó un ovni, plebe. Guacha esa madre. A la verga, a la verga. Un platillo voladora. Guacha esa madre, un platillo volador, plebe. Nunca he visto un platillo volador tan sequita. Pónganlo ustedes, guacha. Y no andamos alucinando, ¿Qué es eso, tío? Un platillo volador. ¡Platillo volador, tú! A la verga esa madre, qué pedo, güey. Allá baila, güey, guacha. Algo trae esa madre, guacha, esa madre, güey, qué pedo. Agárralo, güey. Nunca he visto un hombre tan cerquita a la verga, plebota. No mames, esa madre está otro.
Something ain't right. I ain't never seen a Mexican give up that easy. That UFO must have been doing supply drops.
NLE Choppa just spoke too much, y'all. He might have just put a target on his back. Sometimes it's better just to shh. You see the pose he doing in this picture? He should have did that when that reporter came up to him asking these weird questions. So a reporter came up to NLE Choppa while he was walking through the airport, and he started asking him weird questions. He asked him about space, about the moon, about Mars, about Earth, about UFOs, and NLE gave his insight. But the problem is, he got the influence, and they're not gonna like that.
Nobody ever been to space. Really? Nobody. Ever been outside of this firm.
That is an interesting conversation I would love to have.
Off camera.
So you think we faked the moon landing?
Yes. Let me tell you why. Yeah. They say there wasn't no air in space. One of the moon landing clips that damn flag was growing. Shit on TikTok was crazy. But on the NASA website, it was found. And the coordinates of a desert in California, but they said it was quote-unquote modern.
This reporter was loving it. He just kept asking the questions. The crazy thing is, at the end of the interview, the reporter said, "Man, you're young. You got so much influence." That should have told you right there.
If it's a firmament and we can't leave, what do you think? So it's water. As below is above.
A lot of four-dimensional balls, when they go up, they start to curve, take the shape of if something was circular.
So do you believe in extraterrestrial life? No, that you do. So where do they come from?
Like I said, if I was NLE Choppa, I'm not talking to you on this camera. Like, first of all, I don't know you. You coming up to me asking these questions. Why? I would have been like, we could talk about this off camera.
Y'all want to know why they really mad at us? Y'all want to know why they really can't stand the fact that we realizing that we...
Y'all seeing it now? Do y'all get it now? I have so many posts on this account talking about this same thing right here. Look at how vibrant the world used to be back then. Filled with personality. This goes for businesses, this goes for furniture. This pretty much applies to everything on the outside world. The society used to be different. And just so y'all can see that I'm not capping, look at what's parked in front of me. What color are these cars in front of me? Imagine showing up to the supermarket, showing up to your job, and this is how the parking lot looked like. Creativity is at an all-time low, and that's because the corporations got greedy, and it's all about consumerism. This is how parking lots look nowadays. Monotone, lifeless. Wherever you show up, I don't care if it's at a supermarket, if you go to the DMV, showing up to this parking lot, you don't think that you're gonna have a different sense? You're gonna feel more creative? It's the little things that we don't think about that's affecting our everyday routine.
I do have to admit, the world did have more spunk back in those 8-bit Nintendo days. Back then, everybody drove their cars like it was a mood ring.
My name's Richard. Listen, Rashad, I'm trying to teach you something. You could tell by the color of their car. Their car? Yeah. She was driving a red car. People who drive red cars are always mad. Something about the color red.
Si pueden apuntar el láser, ahí está. Aquí. A ver, vamos a ver con Yuri Roja. Yuri, tú que estás con la cámara. Mira. Uy,
cambia de forma.
Oye,
está en una forma, claro,
es una ¿no?
baja, pero está fija, mira.
Posado en el cerro.
No está posado, fíjate. Cuando alumbra, te das cuenta.
No está posado en el cerro. Miren, ahí está, oye.
¿Viste? Está grabado.
Estamos.
Se notó el borde del cerro. Ahí está.
Está en el aire. Miren, mira eso. No está en el cerro.
Anthony,
está en el aire.
Esa luz.
Es un objeto que está en el aire, señoras y señores. Qué importante que las cámaras de cerro.
Miren, ahí está.
Getting weird, y'all. This lady woke up to a whole bunch of birds in her house, and the birds weren't flying around, y'all. Nah, they were tucked into corners, hiding under furniture, and you know the saying, and they look petrified. The way that they look, and her dogs are going crazy. She doesn't know what to do, and she feels anxiety. So there's a lot of change that's going on, man. Check this video out, y'all. It's very interesting. Just look at the birds. There's birds in my house. I don't know what to do. There's birds in my house. The bird. There's a bird right there. There's a bird right there. There's a bird. Look at that, y'all. So yeah, they're like tucked in the house. You see that? Do y'all know what kind of birds they are? And I told you, I've been making videos about birds. The birds are going crazy. And you hear dogs just barking. I don't own any animals, y'all. But as of late, my neighbor's pets, y'all hear that? My neighbor's pets have been going crazy. The dogs and even the birds. I've been having birds fly everywhere around my house. All different kinds of birds I've never seen before.
Such a weird night. This is so weird.
Did you hear the bird confirm that it's been a weird night? You heard it? You heard that? I can't do it as good, but you heard the bird just confirm that it has been a weird night, and birds are directly connected to the magnetic ley lines.
That's the last thing I want to see when I wake up in the morning. Look, I understand y'all nervous, but who gonna clean up all this bird shit? Alright, that's it for creepy TikToks that were a bad idea to watch. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Comment on your favorite clips and join the space crew. Be rocking.